All right, and we're back. Scam Podcast, a little post-Thanksgiving episode. Hope everybody's nice and full up, still eating the leftovers.
Done
How you
with
doing?
leftovers.
Yeah, me too.
Oh
Finished
yeah, I
them
gained
yesterday.
like at least 10 pounds, dog.
Yeah, you look a little fatter.
Fuck you, dog.
I like your little beanie, by the way.
Yeah. I want to get a 50-gallon drum and start a fire and live outside.
You look like Joe Pesci in Home Alone.
You fucking got the fucking bald and shit.
You just need the gloves without the fingers.
Yeah.
Be all set. A little wet bandit look over there. So you're back in Colorado.
I am.
Yeah.
I went
How
to
did you?
Florida.
Yeah. How did you enjoy your
course I
stay
got-
here in the Sunshine State?
I didn't do shit, dude. I fucking hate. I looked at the last day. I looked at my mom and I was like, I love hanging out with you guys, but fuck this. I'm ready to get back to Colorado, dog. But on my way there, so they're like boarding the planes from like the back now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that? It's like,
Yep.
whatever, dude. It's not safe.
Makes no difference. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter at all. So I get on the plane, right? And it's I'm in the middle seat, of course, the cursed middle fucking seat.
Yep.
I'm the first one to sit down in the row. People are passing me by. You know, everybody always hopes to get like a good looking chick or whatever, or
Yeah.
just somebody who doesn't say shit. Of course, dog. You know, the whole plane boards, and then starting to get towards the end, I'm like, oh shit, might have 2 open seats. And then of
Nope.
course there's like this 300, 400-pound dude. And I'm like, please, God, no. And of course, dog, he's like, yo, that's my seat. I'm by the window. Which, of course, by the window is not by the fucking window. It's by the
No.
window and then half into my seat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're sitting on one ass cheek. Your back's all fucked up. And then I'm like, all right, there's still, I still got hope, dude. There's still one seat open on my left. Maybe I'll luck out, dude, and I could space out. I'm like clocking the whole plane. I'm like, yo, just hope, if one person doesn't show, yo, can I get that seat over there?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure enough, like five minutes go by. I'm like, all right, I guess nobody's showing up, dude. Fucking one fucking dude trots in, dude. He's got a fucking, fucking to-go box of fucking Chinese food, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Smells terrible.
Oh no.
He's kind of wide-shouldered. I'm wide-shouldered. And then to top it off, this fat fuck, he's like talking on the phone, like as we're taking off, and then he's talking to like, he's kind of like that, like he was like a white dude, but he was like a Florida white dude, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? He's talking,
I know
like,
what you're saying.
kind of ghetto, and then he's like, I guess he's talking to somebody. He's like, oh shit, like, well, how many followers they got? I'm just saying, if you want to do it, just how many followers they got and all this shit. And he's like, of course I'm gonna go to Atlanta. Like, bro, we're on a fucking plane. Nobody wants to hear any of this shit. Let alone you're halfway in my fucking seat.
Yeah. So what is the ideal like person to sit next to you? Just like someone's gonna go straight to sleep, right?
Just somebody not in my seat, dude.
Just an open
dude's
seat.
literally like his fat is.
Oh, just not in your seat.
Yeah, I could give a fuck who sits. So I was thinking this should be like a fat class. You know what I'm saying? And it should be like either they have to buy 2 seats or they reserve like 3 seats to be like, yo, this dude's fat as fuck, dude. I need to be moved to a row that is normal because this is fucked up.
Did I accidentally get put in the fat section?
I'm telling you, it's not right, dude. And the funny thing is, I've been over to Southeast Asia so many times. These fat motherfuckers wouldn't. I swear to God, they wouldn't let them on the plane, dude. Like, you think like economy is bad here, dude? They're normal classes because all the Asians are tiny, dude. I mean, they fucking. I'm short,
Jam them
dude,
in, yeah.
And my knees are touching the back of the seat, dude. And it's like I'm the limit, dude.
Yeah.
Even if you're tall in Asia, it's like you're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
You're 6'4", you're done.
Well, so back to what you were saying though, like it's tough when you get on those planes because you like I think ideally you just want either, like you said, an open seat, or you want somebody that's just not going to say anything, going to go straight to sleep, mind their business. Because one time I had a guy that, like my age, seemed pretty cool. We were talking a little bit about sports or whatever, and then he started ordering drinks. I'm like, all right, this guy's all right. But it was a 2-hour flight, and about 30 minutes in, he's hammered. just keeps ordering drinks, and he's talking to me about everything. I'm just like, what's that, man? He's just babbling on about his girlfriend and his life.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
don't fucking care. And I was like, damn, this went sideways.
Have you seen that movie Airplane, dude?
Yeah, of course.
Where everybody keeps he keeps talking to all those people that keep hanging themselves and shit, dude. Jesus.
That's how it was. That's exactly how it was.
Can you sleep on planes? See, I'm a sleeper, dude. I could
knock
out
it depends.
any mode of transportation, dude. Anything, dude.
It depends. If it's like a under like 3 hours, no. If it's a longer flight, sometimes I'm able to sleep, but I don't like flying, man. I'm not a big fan of flying. And it's not even like the fear of, we talked about this before privately, but it's not even like the fear of like the plane's going to crash or malfunction, which is a possibility, but that's not why I don't like flying. I don't like flying because the whole process, man. I don't like going to the airport. I don't like sitting next to some fucking sweaty old guy. I don't like fucking exactly. I don't like that. And then I told you before too, it's not that like there's a high chance you're gonna die. It's just that if you do die, it's the absolute worst. Everyone's panicking. People are freaking out. You're with a bunch of fucking strangers you don't know. It's just like, that's not how I want to go out, bro.
I don't want that to happen ever, but I'd like to be involved in it and just watch the primalness kick in, dude.
Well, I mean, there's not even that. Usually, there's not that much time. It's just like the last 30 seconds of your life are people just losing it.
You know like, we're going down, just stick the dude next to you just for the fuck of it.
I didn't like the way you looked. I didn't like the way you looked.
Getting it back up, dude's like, what the fuck?
He's got broken nose. He's like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't like the way you look.
So flying's like one of those things, like, every kind of mode of transportation, it's gotten innovative and it's gotten like progressively kind of better, from taxis.
Flying's gotten worse.
Flying has
way
gotten
worse.
I always picture that first scene in The Goods, dude, where he's smoking that cigarette and he's like, a little smoking, a little drinking.
Wearing a suit. You got dressed up to go on the plane. Not no more.
I was on The Onion too, and or it was like on I don't know what it was. It was on either Onion's website or their Twitter or something. And it was like, classic fake news story, and it's like United introduces ultra economy where customers can hang from a rope from the fucking plane.
That might be a better seat than some of those Spirit seats, man.
Oh, dude, what I've been saying for years, and I stick by this, and I still think it's gonna happen, is it's gonna get down to like, yo, you can get standing room only. You know what I'm saying? You're holding the bar the whole time, dude. There's like a belt; it just straps you to the wall.
Like one of those carnival rides that spins around,
Yeah, it's coming, dude. I mean, those seats can only get so tight. They're gonna be like, what if we stand people up?
Well, I just, it's so crazy to me because some of those, because I'm only, being in Florida, you kind of have limited options. If you want to go to one specific place, there's usually only one or two airlines that even go there, because we get a lot of flights in, but there's not a lot of options going out. If you're going west, you're taking Southwest. If you're going north, you're taking Delta or United. And if you want to go cheap, it's Spirit. And Spirit is
Frontier, dude.
Or Frontier.
Every time I hear somebody get those, I'm like, because it's never like, yeah, it was a great flight. It's always some fuck it. My pops flew into Florida, dude. He flew Spirit, and I'm like, big mistake. He was bitching about something. I don't know what.
Well, it's just it's what you pay for. It's literally like, a budget airline. It's like you have no space. It's shit. Smells bad. It looks cheap. It shakes the entire way. It's legit like that. But
they just shit on you too. Like,
yeah,
customer service is not a thing. There's no like
they don't care.
Nothing, dude.
It's like, dude, you paid
like,
$40.
You can go fuck yourself, dude.
Exactly. You paid $40 to go to Chicago, bro. You're gonna eat your bowl of shit and you're gonna like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one thing with like Asian airlines, dude. They treat you great, dude, and they keep it old school. They got the young hot stewardess, dude. They give you ample, not like the budget ones where you're flying like domestic inside of a country, but like just like the international Asian flights, dude. The Japan Airlines, great, dude. They're fucking fantastic. The bathrooms are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in one time and I was like, I had to take a shit, dude. Nobody wants to take a shit on a plane.
No.
I go in and I'm like, whew, this is a surprise, dog. It's all spacious. They got the little fucking bidet to clean your butthole, dude. It's fucking some good stuff, dude.
Yeah, I had a friend that flew to England, and it was his first time flying international, and he was saying like he was actually impressed. He was expecting it to be uncomfortable, but he's like, I went up there, I laid down in a bed, I was out, man. He got the what's the one step up from economy?
I don't know. They got like the comfort and the
Yeah, comfort,
plus,
whatever that is. The one where you get a bed basically. But he's like, I went right up there, took a melatonin, woke up, we were in fucking England. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
that's not bad.
Some of those airlines are legit as fuck, and that's one thing too. When you start doing a lot of like these, when you go to Asia, you have to stop somewhere just because you can't fly direct
straight through. Yeah,
it's physically impossible. But our airports are just dog shit. Do you stop in like Dubai or any of those Arabic countries? Dude, those airports are legit.
Yeah,
nap rooms and all this shit. It's pretty dope.
but also, I remember when that was a topic of discussion a few years ago, talking about how shitty our airports are, which they are. But part of that is because we have so many here in the United States. Whereas you go overseas, some of those countries only have one or two real big, nice airports. But it's also the way that we do. Again, I don't want to talk politics, but it is the way we do. Individual states, how they spend their money.
The shittiest airport you've been in.
The shittiest one, probably Phoenix. That one was kind of shitty. We were there together.
Is one of the shittiest airports I've ever been in.
Yeah,
I mean, it is dog shit.
We talked about it before, but the one in Kentucky, the Louisville airport, it isn't shitty. It's just small. You just walk in, you check in through the metal detector, and they're like, "There's your plane." You just walk on from there.
You know, this Houston one's big and shitty.
Yeah,
see, that's one's Minnesota, hands down. That's the hands down best. LAX is
terrible.
Sorry, Houston. LAX is horrible.
The worst. Yeah, I've never flown in LAX. Logan in Boston isn't great. OIA is okay. Orlando Airport, it's all right.
Well,
it's
they got
big
that
as
new
fuck.
terminal too.
Yeah,
Orlando's not bad. It's just old.
Yeah, and you get a lot. There's a lot of people that come in and out of there too. So.
Not no more, dog.
Yeah, not right now. Yeah, how was it? How was it with traveling? Was it busy?
I did have one funny experience. Like there's all this social distancing bullshit. Nobody's abiding by it at all. Everybody's trying to like rush and cram onto the tram or whatever.
Yeah.
So everybody like crams on. This dude holds the fucking door like 3 times so more people can get in. This one guy just goes 6 feet, right? And the whole fucking tram just starts laughing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I was actually in Target today, and it was the first Target. Legit the first time since March where I've seen it, because people are doing their holiday shopping. It was legit packed. Lines out the door, people everywhere. Because I don't know what was specific about today. I just went in to grab some like groceries, but it was packed. And I was like, man, I haven't seen anything like this in a while. So it was interesting.
Well, it was like Cyber Monday yesterday, right?
Yeah, but I guess it's just a higher traffic, more people out for the holidays and things like that. But how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. My father surprised me.
Yeah, surprised me too.
Yeah. Yeah, you came over for like 2 seconds. Just stopped by like, yo, what's up? Oh yeah, my girl's in the car. I gotta go. Still have yet to meet your girl.
I mean, it was my parents.
I was gonna tell you to bring her in. I'm like, no, let's just see.
I did that. Well, my my parents are moving, so they won't be living in the town we grew up anymore. So I was like,
where are they going to? You said somewhere by Tampa, right?
St. Pete. Yeah. But I was leaving there, and I was like, let me see if Malcolm's home. And I hadn't talked to you at all. I was just going to pop in, do a little pop in. And I pull in the driveway, and I'm like, man, there's some cars here I don't recognize. But I'm like, I haven't been here in a couple of years. Every time you've been in town since we've been out other places. So I go up, and there's like a MMA fucking punching bag in the driveway. And I'm like, I hope his mom didn't move, So
yeah, right.
I knock on the door, and the door swings open, and it's this guy. And I thought at first I was like, do I have the wrong fucking house? And I'm like, wait, that's probably Malcolm's dad, who I haven't seen in, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah. Fucking dad's a basket case, dude.
He was all right. He seemed all right when I was there, but
he's straight. He's like, yeah, I'm eating so much because of the anxiety, being around the family and shit. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, to give you an idea, Malcolm's dad.
Food's here and it's good. Like,
well, also
the anxiety, dude.
To give you an idea, Malcolm's dad weighs what, like 140 pounds? He's not a big guy.
No, I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Eat it up.
That was Thanksgiving Day, right?
Yeah, Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, after you left, dude, we ended up getting fucked up.
Yeah. I was planning on coming back into town the next day on Friday, but
B-Mac came over, dude, and we got wrecked.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time.
And then you scared the shit out of me because I had another buddy come over that.
Maybe we should not. So maybe we should leave that off.
Yeah.
Maybe we should leave that off, that other story. All right, let's. Before we get into that, though, there's also a story that I really want to tell that I can't. And you know what it is. I can't tell about my Thanksgiving. I would love to tell that story, but I can't. Maybe in the future, just a little too recent. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah,
maybe on Patreon.
it goes back to that fucking that trailer, dog.
Oh, it does.
Everybody's
sure does.
coming home.
Yeah, in a body bag.
Fuck,
so let's hop right into it. We got a few emails here. Oh, damn, I can't believe we went this far and I forgot. Guys, thank you so much for liking, downloading, sharing, subscribing, all that. We really appreciate the people that have listened or followed our advice and gone to Twitter and followed us at scam_podcast. So listen, we had a few people do it this week for the first time ever. So thank you so much. It's at scam_podcast on Twitter, at scam_podcast on Instagram, 2 words scam podcast on YouTube, scam_podcast on Twitch. It'll be right below if you're watching the YouTube. And I'll put links in the description for the iTunes or for the audio only and for the YouTube. But thank you guys so much. It's a huge help to us because it'll help you stay up to date on the show, let you know as soon as episodes drop, all that. We got to remember to put that at the beginning of the episode because I feel like some people sidetrack. But it is important. If you're listening right now, go do that. It's a huge help to us. And also, if you want to email us like these fine folks did, it's podcastscam@gmail.com. So let's hop right into these emails. Not a ton of emails. I'm assuming people were busy for the holidays. I kind of planned for us not to get a ton of emails.
And tell us about your Thanksgiving stories too, by the way.
Yeah, give us some.
What did you do? What did you do?
Yeah.
Did you go to your girls or your family?
Yeah.
You
me?
Had both.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I was all around town. I thought you were saying it to the listeners. I was like, why do you say that twice?
yeah. What did you do? And when are you going to answer me?
I was all around town on Thanksgiving.
Did politics come up?
Every time. Yeah. So we try to avoid that. But
as soon as I got in the car, my mom goes, "We're not talking politics this whole weekend." I was like, "All right,
good. Yeah,
fair enough."
I think that. We'll get the emails in a second, but I do believe that for the holidays, it's just don't do it. Who cares? No one wants to hear it.
I don't think it matters anymore. Like it's over, and I don't think anybody's like charged anymore.
I think you're absolutely wrong. I think it's more charged than ever, and I've seen it personally.
Well, I stay in my bubble, so fuck you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, it's just like some of these people, man, these election fraud people. Like, listen, if there's election fraud, they would have found it by now. Like a massive scale election fraud. I'm sure there was some kind of fraud. There always is. Every election, it's impossible to get it right 100%.
The thing is, it's not truly over till the 14th. The 14th is actually I can't wait. That'll be like, that's it. It's over. It's really
talking
over.
About it. Yeah. Exactly.
There's no there's no Hail Marys that could be thrown till the 14th. Yeah, everybody could say there could be a Hail Mary, something crazy could happen. But as soon as
it's still possible that
it's done.
And it is true that it's possible the Electoral College, they could vote a different way. They could be like, oh, there's something fishy going on. We don't want to change. That's not going to happen, but it's possible. They could, so it's their choice.
And people aren't going to shut the fuck up till it's not possible. So.
Yeah. So we'll save that for the 14th. It's also funny. There's this account I follow on Twitter where he just keeps retweeting all the fucking craziness, but it's like people like, smart move by Trump here. He's going to pretend to concede. Throw him off the trail.
I seen he said some shit. He's like, I'm gonna leave. You know that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I swear to God, he just fucks with people. He thinks it's fucking hilarious.
I don't even think he enjoyed being president. I think he just likes being in the spotlight. So,
I mean, he pulled the ultimate G move. Dude. I mean, Obama talked shit about him, saying he could never be president, and he fucking did it. That's all you gotta do. He did it.
For sure. And I agree. I respect that for him saying like, oh, I can't. You're saying I can't do that? I can do that.
It's not even like some just random job, dude. It's just like
the president, exactly. Yeah. Also, it was funny because it was a good joke by Obama too, because he was like, Donald Trump said I'm the worst president that's ever been elected, but at least I'll go down as a president. You know what I mean? And
and that's when all that shit happened. I was like all in on Obama too. Like I was like, he got that stupid motherfucker, dude. And then like I started to learn other shit.
Well, it's also funny how, God, I hate that this keeps happening, but you said. The reason we got Trump is because of, the 4 years of Obama. But now the reason we get someone like fucking Joe Biden is because of 4 years of Donald Trump. I think Biden's going to be absolutely terrible.
Biden's whole cabinet is Obama's cabinet. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
that's
terrible.
that's what I'm scared of is what the fuck is coming after Joe Biden, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's probably gonna be Trump again. But anyway, we'll save that for another episode. Let's get in these emails. So here's a good one. The first one, right? The first email that I read today said, "You ready for this?" It just says, "Don't drop that shit. Pray to God you don't drop that shit." So I love that Charlie Murphy impression. So
if y'all haven't fucking seen that, dog, you get that. That's that fucking dude that
Yellow
does it. Let me
cake?
holler at you.
Yeah, Most Def.
Pray to God you don't drop that shit.
Oh no, it's not. Most Def is like the other guy, that old black guy. I don't know who that is.
That's the Let Me Holler at You.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't know who that is though. Like,
oh, nobody
Most
does.
Def is the.
I actually know. I did hear in the DVD extras.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some random guy off the street that Chappelle seen, and that like he just liked his voice or whatever, and he
has a good voice.
Onto the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't know what we're talking
about,
last,
bitch, can't you hear me?
last episode we were talking about some of our favorite Chappelle show stuff, and Malcolm brought up that bit, and somebody emailed.
He's like, all right, I want to tell y'all, this motherfucker's got yellow cake, dog.
Yeah. They're like, sir, are you sure it's yellow cake? And he's like, I got it right here, and he pulls it out, and the old guy's like, don't drop that shit.
He says something about Africa too, and it's like he goes, cradle of fucking civilization.
Yeah.
To this day, I have no idea why they threw that part in there, but it's fucking great.
But thank you for your email. Yeah, he just said that he loved the Charlie Murphy impression, so thank you for the email. Or her, I don't know. They didn't put their name, so. So there's the other email we got. It says, I'm listening to you guys talk about these ancient aliens. Can you talk a little bit more about what you guys are referencing and maybe send me the links for some of these videos? I find this stuff fascinating, and I find this stuff fascinating that there could have been an advanced civilization on Earth before humans. I know you said it was on Joe Rogan, but obviously he has a lot of episodes. What guests should I be looking for specifically? Thanks again. Love the podcast, Joey. So
I'll tell you right now, buddy.
Yeah, it's like I know one of them is Graham Hancock, and then there's one with Graham Hancock and
if you
Randall
want to go
Carlson.
down like the rabbit hole, like the true rabbit hole, before you get into like the crazy ancient alien shit, start with Randall Carlson, Graham Hancock. They have like at least 6 episodes on.
Yeah, and then there's a couple where they debate Skeptic. I think there's 2 of those, one in studio, one in not. And then there's another one that's like recent with Graham Hancock and like some other guy, but it's about mushrooms.
Well, they start talking about drugs. And the dude you're looking for from Ancient Aliens, the dude I was impersonating is
good luck with that name.
Yeah.
I'll give you the floor for that one.
Cacao or some shit like that. I'm just gonna.
He's a Greek fella.
Ichukaku.
There you go.
Lex Friedman say it.
Yeah.
And he's on Lex Friedman's podcast. He's good. He's good shit.
I wouldn't actually.
His stuff's not like evidence based. It's just a lot of theory.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't specifically recommend Ancient Aliens. It's not good.
No,
it's entertaining, but I would. It's not factual and it's not very good.
But you can't unprove it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point of it.
The Graham Hancock stuff, some of it's bullshit too, but it's good. It's good. It's very informative. But the difference is that on his stuff, he'll be like, "Listen, I'm not saying I know the answer. I'm just saying that what they're telling you isn't true. You know, there's other options there,
or it may be true. It's just they're not open to other,
interpretations. Exactly. Like the one I saw specifically that I was talking about was that Gobekli
Tepe.
Yeah, there you go. So that one was buried.
That's
14,000 years ago, specifically like man-made and buried by men to be hidden 14,000 years ago. And it's like, well, how is that possible? The 12,000 years ago was the Ice Age, and there was no civilization before that. They're like, no, we can tell from the rock formation and stuff that it's been at least 14,000 years. So it's like that's like the kind of thing that is the evidence. And then also with the pyramids.
Pyramids of Giza specifically.
Yeah, where they have these 20-ton blocks that are, 500 feet
2 million
below.
Ton blocks.
Well, listen, this is the one that like made me stop for a second, because there's a 20-ton block, right? It's 500 feet below ground, right? And it's melded to the roof of the wall in the cavern. So they're like, first of all, how the fuck did they get this down here? Second of all, how did they hold it long enough to melt it into the fucking roof? And then they're like, do you realize that the amount of people it would take to lift a 20-ton block. Like these people didn't have equipment or heavy machinery. And he's like, on top of that, they didn't just do this on a whim. They knew it was going to work. You know what I mean? Like they knew, like, think about that. You don't just try that. You don't just go, maybe this will work. Like, you know it's going to work, So whatever they had, that's the one I was like, yeah, that makes no sense. I don't know how that's possible with the people that were living in Egypt back then. The most interesting scenario he throws out there about the pyramids is like that they were built.
How old they are?
Well, yes, but they were built so much longer ago than what we think, and that the Egyptian people showed up and they were there already, and that's why they're like these places of worship. Because if you just showed up somewhere and those things were there, you'd be like, holy shit. Like they would be holy spots, And
the theory is like they're so old because they think they go back like almost 40,000 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And like the reason that the Egyptians have the pyramids is because they seen those and like, oh, we should build like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let me
the Sphinx
real quick.
Randall Clarkson does a good job explaining specifically about the Sphinx and the water degradation from.
So if you want to start with this video, and this dude will just take you through some just wild shit.
And we were talking about it last episode. It's gonna take you a few tries.
Oh yeah, I'm still not done with it. I got like 4 hours in, fell asleep halfway through. Like
I stopped. He goes through all these different places that he's been specifically, but I think at like the 4 hour mark, he gets into like places in Europe where I was just like, okay, this isn't as interesting, and I paused it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back because there is more stuff.
The places in the Middle East he goes over is just like, what the fuck?
Also, like,
never heard of it.
There's one in the place in South America where like I guess it's famous. I just had never heard of it, where all the places are like carved into the rock. It's like 600-foot buildings,
and it's like 7 miles long.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
so it's a place, and it's like a canyon. It looks like a canyon, and then they built these like stone indentations into the rock.
They carved
gigantic.
They carved the mountain out.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And they turned it into like these little buildings from the rock, and it's like,
everything's perfectly square. Too.
Yeah,
it's like it was cut with a
so much
laser.
detail. Yeah, it looks like it was cut with a laser. Exactly. So if you want to look into that, I'll put some links in the description as well. But those are some good places to start. And I don't know what got me down this rabbit hole recently, but I've been watching those nonstop. So I just find it fascinating.
I go down it and I just get frustrated because I'm just like, it's just because you'll never know, and you just want to know so bad. Yep. On that same note, what the fuck is going on with this monolith, dog?
Yeah, that was going to lead us into this. So if you watched our last episode, the monolith appeared in Utah. We played the video. Some hikers, some rescue people were doing some helicopter mission, not
like
mission.
Land management people.
They were doing I can't speak.
They were doing something with bighorn sheep. That's what it was.
Yeah, there were some not environment. They worked at this like whatever state park it was. They were helicopter rangers. They were in the helicopter and they spotted it. They went down.
Space cowboys.
They're space cowboys. That's what I'm trying to say. God damn it. Yeah, they went down there and they found it. And they took some video of them. Is this 12-foot fucking monolith in the middle of the fucking Utah desert? And what was it? 2 days later, the day after Thanksgiving, it was gone.
It's gone.
Disappeared. So
I want to see. Did they show a picture of the site that it not being there?
Yeah. So originally it was just the story that it was gone. The news there interviewed a guy who said he was there when it got taken. So, which I was hoping.
The site was it dug up?
No, listen. So I was hoping when they interviewed this guy that he was going to be like, it just shot out of the sky. But that's not what happened. They were hiking. And he said some guys in some trucks came and got it, and they pissed on the spot and left. So not as exciting.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
Yeah.
I don't fucking believe it.
And then the second. Oh man! All right, hold on. I just opened Twitter. So a second monolith appeared yesterday in Romania,
and it's gone.
And it's gone. I was gonna say. I was looking at Twitter right now. It's gone. But the second one looked like shit. It looked like someone threw it together in a couple hours. That one was clearly like man-made, put in there. But maybe not. I think it's just some fucking marketing fucking thing. But the thing that's weird to me is the one in Utah.
This one looks like horse shit.
Yeah, I think that was someone copycat kind of deal. But the thing to me with the Utah one, it was in if it is some viral marketing ploy, why was it in the middle of nowhere in Utah? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. No one was going through there. Like no one would have found it if those people in the helicopter didn't randomly fly over there. You know what I mean?
What if those are the what if it was like the tablets of Joseph or whatever? Fucking told you they were there.
Yeah.
I just think about that South Park episode.
Yeah, it's the fucking the what are they called? The fucking Mormons. The fucking it all comes to fruition. It's like that guy. It's fucked up. Sorry, all fucking Mormon. True. It's all true. Yeah, I mean, I don't shame anybody for any religion they believe in, but that Mormon stuff, when you look into it a little bit deeper, it's a little tough.
I thought like South Park was embellishing, and I started looking at it, I'm like, holy shit, this is exactly how it went down.
And it was only like 40 years ago. That's the craziest part. Really, it was like in the 60s when this guy did this.
So I was talking to somebody about the Monolith too, and I've seen The Fifth Element, but she was saying something like The Fifth Element has
there's
some
a part
kind
in the
of
movie.
monolith or some shit in there.
Well, there's a part towards the end where they're like somewhere in the desert and there's like a bunch of them, and like Bruce Willis has to like touch him or something with the girl. I don't know, it's weird, but it reminds me a lot of 2001: A Space Odyssey, where those big like domino shaped things are in the ground and the monkeys are like fighting over it, and then there's one on the moon, and there's like another one on some whatever planet they end up going to in 2001. But
I'll tell you what, this year, dog, it's wrapping up, and it's just been a fucking whirlwind, dude.
It's funny because 2020 is like what the Mayans predicted 2012 would be. You know, if you told me this is the end of the world, I'd be like, yeah, sounds about right. You know what I'm saying? Like all the check marks.
It's like it's not going to end. You're gonna want it to end by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what they meant when they did the prophecy. They're just like, it sucks, dude.
There was that guy on Twitter, dude. He what was it in 2016? This was like even before Trump. It was like the turn of 2016. He's like, he goes, enjoy 2016 because it's as good as it gets for a while.
Yeah.
and he said it would end in like 2021.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I've seen a few of those. I've seen a few of those things, like the one guy predicting the Dodgers would beat the Rays in 6 games and the score, and he did it in like 2015. It was like, what? How did he do that?
It's fucking nuts.
So the Monoliths, we'll see where it goes, but like I said, it's got to be some kind of marketing for some show or some stupid shit, and it's going to disappoint everybody. Or it's the end of the world. Who fucking knows? Either way, I'm fine with it. So
I was semi-right about the QAnon, dog. It was a marketing campaign. It had to have been, basically.
What was all of it? The whole thing?
Not all of it. Well, that's the thing. Some of the shit is true, and people should be arrested. But I think most of it was all just marketing. It was a campaign.
So the thing with QAnon is, I think that it was legitimate. That we know who it is now, pretty much. But I think that it was somebody that had a little bit of knowledge that got passed around, and then that's all it takes. You get one thing right, and then people are going to listen. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he was right about that. He might be right about this. And then kind of can just do whatever you want.
So I just typed it into Google, and like one of the top stories is QAnon's rise in Japan.
Oh boy,
that just cracks me up for some reason, dog.
Oh boy. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. We'll see once Trump gets out of office.
President in Japan.
What the fuck? He's just bowing, fucking.
That'd be great.
Speaking of Joe Biden a little bit here, you heard about what happened to him where he broke his foot?
Yeah.
Playing. You know how old you have to be to break your foot while playing with your dog? That's a whole different kind of old, man.
And they're probably just spicing it. That motherfucker was walking and probably broke his foot. You know what I'm saying?
Can't even play fucking fetch without breaking a bone.
Kamala was walking behind and was like, boop. She kicked his foot, dude, and broke it. God, it's ridiculous.
We'll see if he makes it through. Well, I mean, it's interesting because he's so fucking old, and he looks it. But when Trump runs in 4 years, he's going to be the same age as Biden is now. So are people going to be complaining that he's too old, that Trump's too old? Do you think Trump has some kind of major decline in the next 4 years? He just goes legit crazy.
I mean, I guess you'd have to define legit crazy. He's fucking already crazy, dude. They're all crazy, dude.
I know.
Yo, so I seen this crazy thing. That dude, I don't know if you watch like the Hill saga and Crystal or whatever. He posted
I don't even know what you just said.
Huh?
I don't even know what you just said. The Hills?
On YouTube, it's like the Hill, Crystal, Ball, and Sagar and Jetty.
Oh no.
They're like left and right. They have this. It's good news. It's like new age news. It's from they're millennials and they're doing news. And it's not like the corporate bullshit. Anyways, he posted this thing on Twitter and it was like, I think it said like 75% of Congress is over the age of 70.
Yeah, I believe it. It's nuts, man. We talked about it last episode. The reason it's like that is because you have to do 30 fucking years of just kissing ass to get in the position to have a seat at the table. You know what I mean? It's horrible. The whole setup is terrible.
There's a good clip of Biden back in the day. And
there's a couple good clips of Biden back in the day.
Oh, there's a lot. And he's like, I went to the big dogs. I tried to sell myself out. They said, come back when you're 40.
It's a good Biden impression. You're the new listen, you're the new impression guy on the show, man. That's solid. That was a good impression.
Whatever.
Biden's hard to do too. Biden's hard to do. That's a good one. That's young Biden though, for sure. Back when he was coherent.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, if Biden was all there, it wouldn't have been close. He would have mopped the floor with Trump because even from the beginning of the primaries, I'm like, Biden always scared me the most because he's a true politician, dog.
Yeah.
He's slippery, dog. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to get around shit and just,
he
could just lull you to sleep.
It's also crazy to me that because when he, when it ended up being Hillary Clinton in 2016, it was just, to me, it was like, there was just so many better options. Like even him in 2016 would have been a better option because I don't know. I feel like he had a better, I'm trying to like express that, like when you have a president, right, you want somebody in power that you like is respectable, but also like gives off the feeling of like, you can trust this guy. Even if you can't, you at least want the feeling that you can trust him. You know what I mean? Whereas Hillary Clinton didn't.
Drizzy Drake says, lie to me and make it sound good.
Exactly. And he could do that.
Make it sound good or whatever the fuck it is.
And Obama could do that too. But Hillary Clinton, it was just like, I just didn't buy it. You know what I mean? I just didn't buy it. And I was just like, how is she the fucking...
Dude, Jimmy Dory says, black guy with a Muslim name? He's not going to do anything bad to me. Wrong. Fucking Wall Street, dog.
Yeah, we'll see how Wall Street all shakes out. Hold on a second, because I just had something pop up on Twitter. Here's what really happened to the Utah monolith. 4 men dismantled the mysterious shiny object that has captivated the world. So that's what happened. Apparently, a late night demolition job.
What kind of metal it was made out of?
Yeah, like it doesn't specifically say it wasn't like the government coming to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is interesting. An adventure photographer who shared evidence of what happened said, as they walked off with the pieces, one of them said, "Leave no trace."
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. If the men pulled it out, it hit the ground with a bang, and then they broke it apart, ferrying it off in a wheelbarrow. This is why you don't leave trash in the desert, one of them said. Who are these fucking people? This is why I don't leave trash. That's what you say to somebody before you bury them out there for some debt they had in Vegas. You know what I mean? Jesus. What else? Oh, you see, let me find the exact number. You see this thing about Kelly Clarkson, or her husband? So her and her husband are getting divorced, right? And usually it's like whenever some famous guy gets divorced, the wife always gets some like crazy amount of money. So this is the opposite. So Kelly Clarkson's the rich one. He wants $436,000 a month.
Get it,
right?
baby.
But listen to this, right? This is what's great is, so he said that So out of the $436,000 per month he wants, he also wants $2 million in attorney fees. And of that monthly amount, $301,000 per month is spousal support, and the rest is child support. Okay. Prior to the filing of those documents, Clarkson had won a major victory in court with the judge ruling she will have primary physical custody of the couple's 2 young kids. Blackstock will have them on some weekends, holidays, and will FaceTime with them daily. So he wants $301,000 per year or per month. So because he has them a few weekends out of the month.
Hey, he supported her, dog.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be where she's at if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, there was like I can't remember who it was. There was a rapper who got, like an older rapper, maybe it was Ice-T, who got divorced or whatever, and the wife wanted $2 million. No, it wasn't Ice-T because he's still with her, his wife, Coco. I don't know. One of these older rappers, their wife wanted $2 million a month, and it was like her breakdown was just so unrealistic. It was out of control. It was just like, $100,000 in shopping. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
It's so crazy, like accustomed to a lifestyle. Like, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't work it out. Well,
that's like she's you're on welfare and you're like, yo, I haven't worked in like 2 years, dog. I'm accustomed to this. You just need to keep giving me welfare, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's like, to me, it's like Kelly Clarkson's the reason, you marrying her is the reason you had that money to begin with. You know what I mean? Like her being successful. It's like you couldn't make it work. You want to live that lifestyle, you should have made it work, dog. You should have made it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's part of the package.
Right. Colorado, it's like 10 years. You get like 10 years of alimony and then it's over.
I mean, that's some people though. It's just like what's his name? Jeff Bezos. His wife's becoming the richest woman in the world just by getting divorced. Like that's insane to me. Like how is that? Kobe was about to have to give half up before they end up. See, they worked it out though. They worked it out.
About a big ass ring.
Yeah,
$4 million ring.
Yeah, I mean, he was about to get hit. It was like $580 million. Like that's so much money, dude.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Exactly. Yeah. No wonder Kobe bought that ring. He was like, baby, we can work this out. We can work this out. $580 million, that's nothing. Speaking of NBA players, so what?
I know what you're about to bring up, dog.
Do you?
I think so. Because people are just getting into this dude, bro.
Go ahead.
Old Nate Robinson, dog. Talk about kicking a man while he's down, dude.
So if you didn't watch this weekend, the Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and then Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight, it actually went about what we expected, right?
Yeah, I thought when I seen Nate, practicing and shit or whatever, he didn't look great, and I was like, maybe his athleticism can carry him. But I also know like Jake Paul's a legit boxer, dude. He could actually box.
I mean, I don't think, and when you say that, I agree that I think that he legit knows how to box. He's not a legit boxer, but I think he could be. You know what I mean? Like he has the skill set where he knows what he's doing in there at least. Is he a good boxer? Who knows? Well, we won't know until he faces some real competition. But he knows how to box. Nate Robinson came
Conor
in.
Conor McGregor, I think will fuck him up.
Yeah, that'll be a mistake.
I mean, Conor McGregor actually duked it out with Floyd Mayweather and did
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But so to get back to what we're saying, so Nate Robinson went in there and I think he thought what we thought, that maybe the athleticism would just take over because he was quick. And he came out swinging, and he had some decent moves. But
he looked erratic. He just looked.
But Jake Paul was grabbing him, wrapping him up, not letting any slick punches get through, and then pieced him up. The first time he connected, Nate Robinson went down, and you saw the look on Nate Robinson's face where it was like, "Fuck,
yeah, I'm in over my head, dog."
Yep. And he got hit 2 more times. And even that first time when he got knocked down, I was thinking, okay, maybe that was just like it caught him in the side of the head, and maybe it just was the right spot that fucked him up.
They said that punch was legal, didn't it? To me, I was like, that's like directly. They're like, oh, that's right behind the ear. That shit looked like he was in the back of the head.
Yeah,
dude.
It did look like the back of the head, but I guess it's where the punch actually lands, like not where the glove touches. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard, especially with those big gloves. It's kind of hard to determine exactly where it landed.
Yeah, those gloves they were wearing were supposed to prevent knockouts too.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
Crazier part.
Also, how bad was the broadcast? We talked about it, but how bad was that fucking broadcast?
Holy shit, dude.
So Israel Adesanya and Snoop Dogg were all right. Sugar
Snoop
Ray
Dogg
Leonard
saved it.
Yeah,
But Snoop Dogg wasn't there for like the first 3 fights.
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard also just didn't say much. But the main guy, I don't even know who he was. He was absolutely horrible.
Sugar Ray Leonard kept going. He kept going. I like those shots. I like those shots. Yeah, I like those body shots. It's like, also, dude, you can give a little more fucking insight.
He also hated the guy that was the main commentator because, like, twice he was like, "Sugar Ray, have you ever thought about getting back in the ring?" Goes, "I'll get in there to fight you."
Did he say that?
Yeah.
That dude sucked.
Yeah, but so anyway, so Nate Robinson got knocked down 3 times. On the third one, he was out cold. Jake Paul knocked his ass out. Made it look easy, and it was pretty embarrassing. He's on these memes. I saw someone someone was tweeting like from Nate Robinson's account, he didn't actually tweet this, but it was like someone used his like little avatar, but it was like I just woke up, who won the fight?
But he got knocked the fuck out. Having that said, they can't let Jake Paul do that again, dude. He needs to
not
fight
against it has to be somebody
fighter. He's gonna kill someone, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be someone with at least some boxing ability because
let's talk about Tyson, dog, because he looked good.
Yeah, I thought Tyson looked pretty good. I thought he looked pretty
Roy
good.
Jones thought he looked good because he was running for his life and clinching the whole fucking fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought
that post fight interview, dog, Tyson looked like he was gonna kill someone, dog. He was standing in the frame. He's just like staring at Roy Jones. He's like, he wanted more, dude.
He also said he was high at the end.
Yeah, he said he smoked before the fight.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought Tyson looked like he still had it. I think that Roy Jones, not that Roy Jones doesn't have it anymore, but he doesn't have the power anymore. So I would like to see if Tyson like get hit with something. You know what I mean? Like, because that was always his problem.
Tyson's clearly still got the power because he hit Roy Jones with one of those body shots, dude, and it looked devastating.
Yeah.
Not only that,
caught him
bigger gloves too. They're not. What are they supposed to do? 8 ounce or 10 ounce or something like that?
8 or 10, and they were using 12. So I think that he caught him with a body shot, and then he hit him with like a 1-2, like he hit him down low and then came up top. And when he hit him with that one, and Jones kind of went backwards, that was it. He was like, "I'm not getting hit with another one." He just ran away the last 2 rounds. But in Tyson's professional career, it was never about that though. It was always about him getting hit with something, and it would kind of like negate his power, and then he would kind of be hesitant to come inside and because he's shorter, he's shorter guy, shorter arms, so he has to get inside
all
to be able
these
to
boxers
hit you.
Nowadays, like, God, Tyson's technique is just that shit is unparalleled, dude.
It's also just like violent. It's like the definition of violent, you know, like
he flips that switch and he gets that face, dude. And you're like, whoa.
Scary. And you know what? He kind of toned it down a little bit too. It wasn't what what we're used to. But
so did you watch any of the musical performances?
I did not.
Because
I was watching.
Do not know how to perform, and Snoop went in there and crushed it.
Oh, I saw Snoop's because that was right before Roy Jones. That was.
I was impressed with no audience, dude. He crushed it.
Yeah.
All those other dudes, you're like, what the fuck is this, dude? You're like,
I can't speak on it because I didn't see it, but I mean. Snoop Dogg, he always rises to the occasion. He's done it thousands and thousands of times. You know what I mean? So that might have something to do with it too.
And
but here,
bangers.
Let's just look at some of these Nate Robinson pictures here. So this one is the guy getting carried out.
Oh yeah, those dudes dancing.
Yeah. Sleep deeper and longer. Save the $5 on adjustable mattress sets.
Snoop like Nate.
Yeah. They didn't even bother to get Nate Robinson up. It's the Jones and Tyson fighting. Robinson's still in the.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the Nate Robinson challenge.
Oh, shit, dude.
Jesus Christ. And him as Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show. This is when he was like, "Oh, I fucked up." That was the first time he got knocked down. You can see it in his face, like, "Oh shit." Yeah, it's tough, man. From Dragon Ball Z. I saw one. It was like him as the symbol of the NBA, and it was like never boxing again. NBA.
Oh yeah, there's no way he's boxing again.
Oh, I saw this too. This is what pissed me off the most. This is who pieced Nate Robinson. It's a real picture of Jake Paul.
Is it?
Yeah. I just want to talk about just woke up. What happened? Who won the fight?
Dude, not only that, Jake Paul came out to that. We're playing back.
Yeah.
Ball. I was like, damn, this is disrespectful, dude.
Oh, there he did him with the Jordan face. These are too much, man. These are too much.
I tell you what, that cockiness will go out the window when Jake Paul gets dropped.
It will, for sure. Because it'll happen. If he ends up, keep stepping up if he keeps stepping up in competition, eventually he's going to fight somebody that knows what they're doing.
Eventually he's going to run into a pro.
Yeah. It's crazy, too, how many other fucking athletes wanted to fight him after that. Like, you just saw that, and you think that, like, I saw a few basketball players, and then I saw a few hockey players, which, like, that's interesting, but that's not boxing.
The only people that should want to fight him are boxers, dude.
Yeah. Because, you can scrap in hockey, for sure. I'm not saying you're not a good fighter. Like, if you can, some of those hockey guys, they can fight. But hockey fighting is very specific kind of fighting.
Yeah.
You get inside. It's all about grabbing the fuck. It's almost like what's that called? Where like not jujitsu, but where they use the gis and like you're holding the gis.
Judo?
like judo, because it's like that in hockey. Like if you grab, the inside of their shoulder pad, then they can't throw with that right hand if you hold that shoulder pad up. So I mean, that's specific. That's not boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like if a guy knows how to stick and move,
it's official. Jake Paul's he's a legit pro-am, dude. He needs to be fighting pro amateur people, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way they commission another fight with him with just some rando.
Yeah, I think I would like to see him fight Dylan Danis, who's a MMA fighter, but he's more of a grappler guy. He's not really known as a striker, so that'd be interesting. To see them in the boxing ring. I don't think Conor McGregor. I don't know if I'd want to watch that. I don't know if that'd be worth it to me. For Conor McGregor, like it seems like no win for him. It's no win for him.
Yeah.
He knocks him out. He's supposed to. You know what I mean? Unless the payday's there. Yeah. But he got paid $100 million to fight Mayweather. You think he's going to get that to fight Jake Paul?
It all depends if there's an arena. There has to be an arena.
True. Like a gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Because what was it when Logan or Jake, they fought, they filled up the Staples Center.
Yeah. Yep. The KSI and Logan Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul's definitely a better fighter than Logan Paul is. Logan Paul didn't seem like he had the technique. Jake Paul seems like he has the technique a little bit. So it's also crazy. Everyone just kind of forgot he had that sniper rifle at his house.
Yeah, he's still actively being investigated by the FBI. He might be doing a different kind of fighting in a couple of years.
With Shanks.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. Actually, we got about another 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about? Let's just free ball it here. What do you got going on?
I know what I want to talk about. That fucking movie I watched called The Hunt, dude. That shit freaked me the fuck out, dude. Did you watch it?
No, but The Hunt, it was a movie that was it was supposed to be released in theaters, but what shooting? There was a shooting that what was it? Something happened that like put it out of theaters. There was like a shooting that happened.
It might have been like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing or something. I don't know.
It was that. No, it wasn't that. It was before that.
The whole thing is these people kidnap these liberal elites kidnap these deplorables and they hunt them for sport.
Yeah, it's like a take on The Most Dangerous Game or whatever, the classic story.
Dude, but it's so crazy because like they're sitting
here. A lot of good actors in it too.
They're murdering. Well, Emma Watson's in it for like 2 seconds and her head gets blown off, literally within the first minute of the movie.
Fantastic.
You're like, oh, Emma Watson, boom, his head's gone, dude.
It's not Emma Watson, it's the other.
But like
Emma
they're
Roberts.
being like these. So they drop him in this town, but the whole town's in on it.
Mm-hmm.
So like these people that run the gas station, dude, they say something about like black people, but like they're being woke, like as they're murdering these people, they're like, you can't say that. You got to say black people.
Yeah.
And they're like murdering people. It's twisted as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Dennis is in it too from fucking It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. See, it reminds me of that the episode of Black Mirror where the girl is like she's the criminal or whatever. You know what I mean? She wakes up every morning like she killed that kid. You remember that episode? Mm-hmm. She wakes up every morning and she thinks that guy's chasing her and the whole town is in on it. It's like a theme park attraction where she wakes up every morning.
Away, but it's like it all starts too with a conspiracy online. And like that's how it all gets kicked off and shit. It's fucking twisted.
All right, well, don't spoil it. I'll watch it tonight then.
But, it's a good watch, dude.
So what happened was it was supposed to be released in September 27th. But because of the Dayton and El Paso mass shootings, they were suspended. They suspended the promotional campaign, and then the film was pulled from the studio's release schedule. And then they said, "This is what happened." In February, they said, "All right, it's coming out March 13th," and then coronavirus hit.
Oh, okay.
That's why it never hit theaters.
I didn't get to do this, but I want to look into like whoever wrote this too, because he's got to be a fucking, Republican or whatever.
It was written by
this dude Jason Plume and Damon Lindelof.
No, it's Damon Lindelof. That's the guy that did the Watchmen series. He did oh my god, what's that show where half the people disappear? He's pretty popular. Oh my god, what's the Leftovers? You ever seen The Leftovers on HBO?
Yeah.
He wrote The Leftovers. He wrote wrote Lost. He was a writer on Lost.
It's
so
a great movie. Like, it's not cheesy. It's not cheap. The chick in it, that's like the hero in it. She's a bad bitch, dude. She's good as fuck.
Oh, he also wrote World War Z, and let's see.
Yeah,
World
so
War
he's like
Z,
writing all this apocalyptic, fucked up shit.
yeah,
Basically.
Lost, World War Z, The Watchmen, Leftovers. Yeah, so that's like up his alley. So I'll get that a watch tonight. That's interesting. And the other writer, Nick Cuse, I don't know if I've ever heard of him. Let's see what he's all about.
I also watched Replicas with Keanu Reeves. Seen that one?
Replicas.
Yeah, his like family dies in a car crash, and he like basically like clones him and shit.
Oh no, I've never seen that. I'm looking at it right now. When did that come out? Oh, 2018. Pretty recent. You know what's funny with Keanu Reeves? It's like he has a lot of hit movies, but he also has a lot of like, why did you make this?
But a lot of his movies are not like you go, it's not terrible.
No, it's not. But it's just like, why did you make this? That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, why? They must have paid him a shit ton. Because he's in a lot of movies. Nick Cage too. Nick Cage is in a lot of those movies where it's like, how did they convince you to do this movie, dude? Like, what?
I'd like to know what his average pay per word is in the John Wick series.
Per word, yeah, because he doesn't have a lot of dialogue.
Say shit, dude.
No.
Dude.
But less is more with him, like you said. You've said that previously, but it's true.
It is.
Less is definitely more. All right, let's get up out of here. So going forward, we will. So apologize to anybody that was looking for the picks episode last few weeks. We had 2 weeks ago. We had a conflict where we couldn't record, and then this past week was Thanksgiving. We were at it. Malcolm was here in town.
We're quitting
actually,
on you,
so.
pretty much, dude.
We're coming back this week. Yeah, we might as well quit on you because the picks we posted on Twitter have been terrible.
Here, I'll save you the time. I got it all wrong.
But
the thing that
we'll be back.
pisses me off, we got to start doing this shit with like a 1 point fucking teaser, dude. Because I keep getting fucked by like a point, a half point.
It's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. But sometimes that's just how it breaks, But you did get unlucky. I think you missed them all by a point or two this week. But we'll be back this week with a picks episode. We'll have a guest this week, probably be Thursday or Friday night. So stay tuned for that. And follow us on Twitter at @scam_podcast. Follow us on Instagram at @scam_podcast. If you're listening to the audio only, go to YouTube, 2 words, Scam Podcast. Give us a subscribe, follow, like, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the people you hate. It is a huge help to us, guys. Also, if you're watching on YouTube,
wild Thanksgiving stories too.
Yeah, give us some good ones. Your dad burned the turkey. Your mom, passed out on the couch and the house caught on fire. Your dad killed your mom. I don't know. You tell us the stories. We'll read them on here. Yeah. And also give us some good. Christmas is coming up. We only have a few episodes before Christmas. Give us some good Christmas stories.
Crazy one, dude.
Yeah.
I spent Thanksgiving. This is like in my freshman year of college. I was dating this chick. They had some money or whatever. They rented like a beach house in like South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
They did Grace, dude, and like the grandfather did it, and Obama was president.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, dude. He goes, thank God and family and blah blah blah, and just drops the N-word. I was like, holy shit,
Grandpa.
No, everyone was like legit shocked. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. This is some heavy talk to close the episode here, but I always wondered, like, if black people think that all white families are like that. Like, do black people think that?
I mean, I asked the same question about, like, because that that dude, it was that chick's grandfather, dude. It's only a generation away.
I know.
before,
Well, I
like,
mean,
times were
first,
different.
no, listen, for sure, there's people that have families that are like that, but I'm just not mine. I'm not used to it, and you're not used to it.
No,
But I just wonder. It's way more widespread than you would think. Like a lot of people are very.
I think it's just more in like the South. Like, I don't know. My
It is
family's
in this. Yeah,
so
it is
so
for sure.
mixed from up north and shit. It's just,
Same. So
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean, it will also have me, having an Irish background. Like a
Oh,
little
dude,
bit
there's
more,
so
more
much
sensitive to
Portuguese
those
and
kind of
Cape
things.
Verdean. You know,
Yeah.
my nephew's Dominican. It's all.
Yeah.
It's a
But I mean,
melting pot.
I mean the like what I was saying though is like my mom is directly from Ireland. My grandparents came over here and they were like told they couldn't have jobs because they were Irish. You know what I mean? So they're a little bit more sensitive to those kind of things. They literally lived it. What?
So what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that there's like a commercial? I think it's for like Modelo,
Yeah.
and it's like about that, like Irish people not being able to get a job, right? And this guy owns a bar that, like, I guess his grandparents. It's like this is all in a commercial, like a 30-second commercial. He owns his grandmother was told she couldn't work there because she was Irish, so he straight up just bought the bar, like he just bought it or whatever, and now he only hires Irish people. I'm like, that's still a problem.
See, that's the funny thing is like it's like up north. It's a lot more mixed and diverse, but like the inner white racism is there. You know,
they hate each other exactly. Like the Irish hate the Italian.
I'll never forget. I went to go see my dad, dude. We were in Boston, or whatever, and then we were like heading to the beach. And there was this guy on the side of the road. He was like selling something or something, dude. And we're like, yeah, shoot the shit with him for like 2 minutes, and then he starts talking about like the mayor, and he goes, "That Mick motherfucker," dude. Just trashing Irish people. Like, what the fuck, dude?
It's a tough town to be trashing Irish people because it's like 80% of the population up there. So
yeah,
it's also like it's also funny because like we could use a ton of words to describe them, but like the Italian people, and they called them like eye ties.
Wops, dude.
Wops, yeah, guineas.
Yeah. I don't know. I never knew what the guinea part was.
I think it has to do with oh my god, it has to do with oh my god, what's the name of the place? Hold on.
What's that shit from True Romance? Fucking eggplant.
What?
Fucking True Romance when Anthony Hopkins is getting like interrogated by Christopher Walken, and he's talking about how like that means your great grandfather.
Oh yeah.
That's like one of the best scenes of all time.
It's funny. I typed in why do they call Italians, and there's so many. Yeah. Wops, Dagos, Wops, Guineas, Greaseballs.
Yeah.
Let's see. When I was growing up especially from my Italian and Irish friends, the term Dago is not as derogatory. Joe DiMaggio has a nickname in baseball called the Big Dago.
The Big Dago.
Okay, so no one is giving me an explanation. They're just like, yeah, I heard that one before. Yeah, we know, dude. I don't see anything. Oh, probably shouldn't have said that one. So Guinea is like, it's referred to Italians as like not. It's like it's saying they're not really white because it's like referring to Papua New Guinea.
True Romance shit.
Yeah, so
that means your great grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly what he's talking about.
All right. So we close that one on a high note. Might have to edit that out. Fuck it. We'll leave it in. We'll see what happens. When I get that letter from YouTube for why our channel has been deleted, we'll know why. I won't even have to review it.
If you get deleted for some kind of, white racism, I'll be shocked.
That's true.
Fucking shocked. Then I'll know the world is equal.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys later. We'll be back later this week with picks, and we'll be back next week with another episode. Email us at podcastgame@gmail.com. Tell us about Thanksgiving. Tell us about other racial slurs for Italians we don't know yet. Tell us about your Christmas stories. Tell us whatever you want.
That's
We'll
got to
be here.
get flagged for something, dude. Tell us racial slurs.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.